What's up, everybody? This is Tim Dog with the Mile High OUTKAST. We have another great show, and guess what? I had to kind of surrender to a great person on this network from Nothing Rhymes, Jay the Dream Weaver. If you guys read the title of the show, Jay won the draft. And I am literally disgusted by myself for not keeping up better than what Jay did. But I got shit talked by my brother George saying, what the hell, hey, Sherman, as like Jay said. So, you know what? We're going to run this back. Definitely going to run this back. And you know what? Let's get this started.
In the shadow of the Rockies where the orange burns bright, we ride with the outlaws under stadium lights. Mile high, we fly, no chains combined. This podcast the rocket and the altitude's kind.
Turn it up, let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown, every beat's a chase. With a mile high outcast, Broncos we broadcast. Climbing, never falling fast. Full of mile high blast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Tim Dog with the Mile High OUTKAST, joined by no other Jay the Dream Weaver. How you feeling, my brother?
Oh, feeling good, man. The vibes are immaculate as we approach the 250 years of America, 4th of July, fireworks, hot dogs. Oh my god, like insanity about to happen. I don't know about you.
I can't wait. I love 4th of July, man. My daughters love it. We go every year to the Thornton Rec on 112th in Colorado and watch the fireworks. That's our thing. That's always been our
Heck
fucking
yeah, man.
our family value. They got hang gliders coming down. Military, with the US flag and everything like that. The fireworks are always off the hook, and then of course, cotton candy or whatever, all that
So,
stuff.
question: Has Colorado laxed at all about like firework laws? Because I've always remembered it's like super strict. Like you can't do anything at home, pretty much.
It is super strict. I'm not gonna lie. For years and years, I've always avoided those laws. I don't get me wrong. I
Sure,
I do it safely. It's not like
sure.
I'm just recklessly throwing fireworks in the yards or whatever. This year I was unable to get fireworks. I contacted literally everybody. But with my brother George, we're gonna go down at the Thornton Rec Center, and you know what, Jay, you're in that category. If I've never appreciated you enough for this, you are a single father, and
Oh
you
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
and I mean, you have hockey practices and games and stuff like that. Jay, I don't think I've ever given you a shout out as a dad, so allow me to do that.
Oh,
You are a single dad like me and George, killing it as a dad.
yeah, dude. Single dad life is tough, man. And I always like tip my hat to any person, single mom or dad, that at
Yes, sir.
least
Yes, sir.
is showing up every day and giving it a go. Putting in effort. Doesn't have to be perfect. It probably won't be, but like every day is something new in
And I am not
single
taking
dad
anything
life.
away from you and George, because the kids go back and forth through
Sure,
household
sure.
to household.
Yep.
In my predicament, I got full custody of my younger two daughters,
Yeah, you're
and
100.
man, every single day is a freaking challenge. Get them to school,
Sure, sure.
or trying to get them out of the house during the summertime. You know how that shit goes, Jay.
Dude, yeah. Plus you got older kids too, which present a whole another slew of different problems that are like, you know, Would you rather have diaper problems or that?
You are not wrong. I told this to George constantly. Shit doesn't get easier when the kids grow up.
No.
I'm obviously 10 years older than my brother, but like I told him, shit doesn't get easier because my older two, man, I you don't even 4 girls, Jay, 4 girls. It's insane, and I gotta be in 4 different places. I gotta be in 4 different places.
How do you not have a reality show, Tim Dog? Like,
you know what? Maybe we could all bond together, Jay, me, you, and George, and be like, you know what? We'll call it fatherhood or something. You know what I mean? And we can
get a production team going. Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way, Jay.
Yeah.
So we have so many different shows. It's super exciting. We got Isaiah Monday and Friday at 11 a.m. He did Monday. Do you even Broncos, bros? They had a good show on Monday. I wasn't able to tune in because of work purposes. If I don't leave a comment on anybody's show, I always rewatch everyone's show. I want to let everyone know in this network that I support every single person. On Tuesday, we got Nothing Rhymes with Johnny and Jay, the Dreamweaver, that's here tonight. Wednesday, Mile High Symposium at 2:30. These guys are off the hook, man. I would really like to get more in touch with these guys, and maybe have them on a guest on the Mile High OUTKAST, because these guys' sports IQs are off the hook. Wednesday, you got Adon and Libre on the Broncos Talk. What's happening? So on Thursdays, what you hear now, we got the Mile High OUTKAST, and then coming in on Friday, we got Viva los Broncos, which is all in Espanol. I got nothing but respect for Adon and Libre for going twice a week when they're able to do it. Breaking news, pregame, play-by-play, everything like that is going to come back really, really soon. We are getting into the trenches of getting into the season. So I want to appreciate everybody on the Orange and Blue Network for what they do. We are sponsored by Dubby. That is no sugar, no calories, no max addiction, no fillers, no artificial colors. That's always a tongue twister for me. It's formulated with nothing but amino acid, B vitamins, and nootropics, including the patent Neurofactor nootropic, and the caffeine is derived directly from the coffee fruit. If you use the code OBN10, you get 10% off of your checkout. Once again, I believe Jay has used this product before, so you get all the energy without the crash. And once again, our newest sponsor, Lily's Beauty Salon. Go check her out. She's on 11776 Kearney Way, Thornton, Colorado, 8233. She's basically off 112th and Holly. Her business hours, she's closed Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday through Saturday, 9:30 to 7:30 p.m., Sunday, 9:30 to 5. It is by appointment only, and I can vouch for her because she's been cutting my hair for like 14 years, and I'm so glad that we're able to acknowledge her as a business owner in our great town of Denver. So, what do you think about that, Jay?
Dude, every time the promos come out, I appreciate the treat yourself days, and you might as well go get your hair did. You might as well pay for your lady to go get her hair did. Like, you might as well. Like, it'd be rude not to. Do something nice for someone else. All the guys out there, I'm sure.
Exactly. And you know what? She's going to hit me up with a fade before the 4th of July because, I can't just be going around like this, not clean shaved or nothing. She doesn't only fade me up. She takes everything down and literally just perfect of a craft of what she does, Jay.
That's tremendous. No, heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Always got to support local, and it doesn't hurt when local is amazing. Like, amazing.
So Jay, I don't want to be that guy that just throws in the white towel and says, "You know what? I didn't do a great job. I feel like I did a great job on my draft. You did mess me up when you went those two cornerbacks. Man, you literally
Yeah,
punched it.
I spoke with you a little.
You literally broke my freaking heart wide open because as a cornerback, so let me specifically say this, Jay. I'm hurt and offended that you called out a cornerback on the cornerback position and then made the cornerback feel mistreated on his own show. Thanks a lot for that, Jay. But I will definitely give you so much credit. Jay, you're gonna run comments tonight. So if you want to get into a couple of them,
Might as well. I believe we have the lovely daughters here, both back to back again, going,
My
click,
yaya
click,
boo
1 and
boo.
2. Hey, family is everything. Family always steps up. So heck, I
Love
mean,
it. Love
it's amazing, man. Strong bonds. Terrific. Someday, it's just, it's crazy to think maybe someday my sons will be commenting on a podcast that I'm in, and that's just...
You know that's gonna happen. You know
I'm
that's
not
gonna
at that stage of realization yet.
yeah.
Still,
yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what? One thing I will say is there's a lot of people out there that have kids on this show that really don't comment, and so there are certain people that for like social media purposes don't allow them out there. I believe very faithfully in my girls trustworthy on their social media accounts. So that's why they always say hi or whatever, Jay.
Yeah. Gotta, teach the deeper meaning to why things are the way they are, not just don't do this because I said so. I
Because
appreciate that. Speaking of, dude, the guy, man, Mike Camerlini, I'm so happy for him. Like, him and Mr. Marshall are just absolutely going to kill it at their new show. I think they're 2 episodes in. The first episode was killer. And I want to say this too. My impression, I haven't laid a comment down on this or anything, but I really kind of appreciate the going back to non-visual podcasting, kind of in its purest form. And so it was kind of a
absolutely.
cool offering to this is not anything I need to watch. I can get this on Spotify and always have an episode to listen to while I do something.
And you know what my worst mind blink is when I'm not home to watch the shows, I forget about going audio. I really do,
Yeah.
and I hope everyone out there does not forget that. But it does blank my mind, and I mean, you can listen to any of our shows if you're driving, right, Jay?
Yeah. I mean, technically you can, but it's not habit, because we have a, visual
A
production
visual.
to it. That is, I think, what is desired when you make it. But, there's absolutely a facet and deserving for it of just audio. And that's the only offering we're giving. I love it.
Well, look at
yeah.
Alex Ramirez, with the final word. I mean, it's all audio as well.
Yeah.
Huge fan,
Radio,
huge fan of Alex. Mike, I would like to get you more involved in this network, or to be a fan of yours. I'm gonna start checking it out more.
You
So
need to be a fan of Mike.
if Jay validates you, that means the world.
Largest stamp of approval I got at my desk here, would be on both, David Talks, Broncos, Buffs, as well as everything Mike puts out.
Go Buffs.
Great stuff, man. We needed a little hype here. A little, just shot in the arm. Let's go. Shy
Did we
Vargas
just
in
did
the
we just get
house.
hyped?
Yeah. Just, I appreciate you, Shy. I always need that. I really do. And, doesn't matter the day of week, just, yeah.
I will
Thank
say I will say this, Jay. I mean, this is a couple months back, but I had Shy as a guest on the Mile High Outcast, and he killed it. He killed it. Any question I threw at him, because don't get me wrong, I'm not throwing lob balls out to fans or networks. I don't, I might take it a little easy here or there. But any question, and this is during the time that we had Nuggets and Avs playing actively. And any question I threw Shy's way, he did a great job. So Shy, I love you, man. Got nothing but respect for you.
Shy knows his stuff, He's no slouch. Like he reads up. Like I know Shy is an educated fan.
Definitely.
Speaking of educated fans, Dak.
We got Dak in the house.
Dak's got things to say, and most of the time, I would say like 99.9% Lysol. Dak is right. Like, at least I align with how Dak thinks. But
dude, Dak is one of those creative guys. He's doing this whole like AI thing. He's made me videos. Obviously he did your Coleman shit last week. You know what I mean? Thanks a lot for that. Notice, Dak, if that is your real name. But But
let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Not only the videos and the posters that he makes for each and every one of us, he also gets creative. They like had bingo shows. You know what I mean? Dak gets real creative of the shows he wants to do. I try to do that as well instead of just following down the line of what everyone's gonna talk about. But go Broncos Bros, 7 p.m. Monday nights. Yeah. Go watch them.
It's basically just anything Dak touches turns to gold. So all the things he's involved in. Again, he's one of those guys, kind of like Mike. Just great vibes.
Just having fun, bro. Just
knows
having
what he's
fun.
Talking about. Just love him to death. And
I don't like that you made that Coleman thing without telling me, Dak. I will say that. I'm just kidding.
It's all part of the strategy, okay?
Yeah.
He was part of the development plan of the agenda for the season here, all right? It's not going anywhere. It's only going to evolve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't even have highlights yet. His first touchdown run, I'm probably just going to have a loop. Just throw the loop on of, like, the only touchdown he has. It's coming.
It's gonna be a breakaway. He's not gonna get that ball inside the 10. I'll tell you that. But when he does score, it's gonna be a breakaway over 20 yards. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm calling.
Yeah, I'll be sure to be on live somewhere. Like have a phone at least. Like his first touchdown.
This one's for you, Tim.
Oh yeah. Just throwing myself on the ground.
We got Alex out screaming. There.
Yeah, Alex out here. Happy 4th, fellas. Yeah. Hope everybody, in the chat has a great 4th if we, don't correspond on the World Wide Web.
The World Wide.
Before the 4th here.
So Jay, when Jay goes into the World Wide Web, he still types in www.
He probably does. Where's that explorer of the internet? Yep.
You want to keep going, or you want me to start this off?
Here we got a couple more in here. Yeah, right, Shy's excited for football season. Wild Wild West podcast, another banger of a show.
That is a banger. Look at Jay has more fans on my own show than I do. This is crazy.
Well, dude, Rich and all those guys over there are fantastic on the MHRT network. All the love in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out.
And speaking of Rich is back in here saying New York jersey not allowed on a Bronco show. Is that a New York jersey?
This is the Rockies.
Oh, Rockies. Yeah.
What are you talking? New York? What do you think? What? You know Rich, what? Let's clarify. Let's clarify this. And once again, Jay, we're gonna get into some age topic. I am old. Okay. Before we had a Rockies team.
Yeah.
I used to watch the Red Sox with my dad and my uncle. We were huge Red Sox fans. This is before the Rockies hit. So, of course, I'm always going to be Rockies fan first.
That.
But in your generation, you always had the Rockies. I didn't have that.
Pretty much, yeah. For sure. I mean, that makes sense.
But it is not a New York jersey. It is a Rockies. And you know what? It's Vinny Castilla, baby. Part of the Blake Street Bombers.
But if it was a New York jersey, for sure, Rich, I would be talking shit. So
yeah.
he's in the
You
clear.
guys would have you guys would
Already
have
cleared.
every right. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dak, appreciate the flowers. Absolutely.
Whatever, Dak. Dak, make me a graphic. Oh, we got Vader.
Vader. Yeah. Speaking of super fan ballers,
I love this saying. Can I read this comment, Jay?
Absolutely.
This is exactly a mimic of how Vader says this. Orange and blue, that's what we do. And you know what? He did not come up with that. My sister Izzy, his wife, said it first, and he kind of stole the saying. But Orange Vader, you're one of the greatest people I know in all my freaking life. Jay, Orange Vader, man. I mean, I can't wait for you to get out here to meet someone as like an Orange Vader.
Yeah, dude. I've really only been to Libre tailgate one time. And, you know, I had my parents with me, so it was just a different vibe for the day. And I guess the next time I come, I will have kids. That's first, you know, then home opener, I'm coming to town. But
you're going to be here week 2.
Yeah.
Dude, week 2 is going to be off the charts. And to let everybody know, Libre is bringing so many people in from Mexico. He was invited by the Denver Broncos.
Is that that game?
That is going to be that game.
He does that.
And you know what? What a privilege Libre has in life, right? He was a runner-up, our third runner-up for Fan of the Year. He's always in a discussion about the best tailgate in SELA. But now, and I'm not trying to make this a race war, but one thing I will give to Goodall is he's looking to network outside of the United States. And I'm super happy about that. And so when Libre is going to bring everyone in from Mexico to support football, and we're not talking soccer, we're talking 100-yard freaking field. But Libre, man, I got nothing but respect for you for doing something like that for the Mexican heritage.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, the laundry list of things that, you know, Libre does in a community way is amazing, man. I definitely envy, you know, what he does, man. He's a great guy.
Here's your special surprise. Here's your surprise, Jay. He's the mediator between both of us on our draft.
Did we just like transform into like a fighting show here?
We're like Voltron. You know what I mean? We're all collecting.
Who's ganging up on who?
Yeah. I'm Herb Dean today. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's definitely going to officiate our battle that we're going to definitely have. Okay, and I got no disrespect from your list or my list. Before we get into that, let me talk to you guys about a little something that I would never want, but there's talks about LeBron James coming to the Denver Nuggets. Wow. Jay, start me off with this. Let me know how you feel. I know how my brother feels. I know this already. So George's gonna go after you. Would you accept LeBron James? Is it just me, or am I like, hell no? Don't even think about it. Talk to me, Jay.
I would love to stand here, or I guess sit here. I'm not standing. Sit here and say that I would be proud and tough and stick to my laurels and stick to my opinions of the past and say, no, fuck that dude. I'm not cheering. Nah. But the first LeBron Jokic fast break that happens, I'm going to piss my pants. Like Harrison Wind on DNVR said it would be basketball porn. And the meeting of the minds on the court would be like insanity. Atrocious? So I couldn't not cheer for it. But it would break my heart.
Okay, so make a stand. Do you want to go after him or not?
Yes, because I want championship. It's all about winning. Like, it's the Jokic era. And that's how the franchise should be. It doesn't matter the price tag. You just do it. Like, we got like maybe 5 years left. 5 years left of Jokic, I'd say.
Well, so Well, I'll bring this up. I'm gonna let George go first before I bring this up again. But George, talk to me. Would you like to chase LeBron and get him here in Denver, or is it a hell no for you?
Hell no.
Ah!
Get that blasphemy out of my face. Get that Le Bum James, Le Flop James, Le Crap Baby James, like needs to be carried James, like can't win it on his own James. Get him out of here, bro. We're not carrying him to boost his legacy. We're not going to carry him to another championship. Yes,
Really
I will
feel.
go. I'll get out my feelings and then I'll give you guys a real take. I can't stand him. I would be despised. It would be hard to watch Nuggets basketball. I would, of course, root for us because it's the Nuggets.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously, Jokic is going to outplay him. He's going to outshine him. He's going to be the superstar he is still. But to Jay's point, now I got my rant over with.
You got the sickness out.
Yeah, I had to barf it out. I had some verbal barfing to do.
If you start agreeing with Jay, dude,
No. Here's the realistic take: is the IQ that would be on the floor would be insane. If there's any one thing I can actually give him some credit for, is he does have an insane basketball IQ. He knows what is happening on the court. He knows where his guys are supposed to be. Why do you think he's not clutch? Why do you think he doesn't take the last shot? Because he knows he can pass it to somebody that is a better shooter, right? And he has always opted to be a better passer. That is the only love I'll give to him. But I don't want to see it because I want us to continue to win rings on our own. Because they're gonna discount our championship and say, "Oh, you had to bring LeBron to go get your second one."
Didn't think about that.
How much is that going to tarnish Jokic's legacy if he's tied to LeBron coming here to make us go back? So I don't want it. I don't want it.
So I agree. I agree with you of how the sense that you put it down. Okay, would I take him if it meant another NBA Finals? Definitely. Do I want him here? Hell no. So here's the next question. And Jay, I'm going to go to you first. I'm going to give my take real quick, which I never really do. I always let everyone go first. But I want to start this conversation. Are we tarnishing the legacy, the man, the GOAT active in the NBA, the Mr. Joker himself? Are we wasting his time by not being able to surround him with what he needs to win another finals? Because in my opinion, we are squandering the greatest NBA active player, and is going to go down as one of the best players of all time. And this fucking bullshit, excuse my language, that he did not get league MVP. He doesn't care about the MVP. Like, dude, he can go to sleep at night after. But talk to me, Jay. Do you think we're squandering away the best player in the NBA's career, or no?
Let me get a couple comments in here. Vader says, "Mile high salute, George."
What's up, Vader? My brother Deck. Oh, get out of here with that bullshit. Get out of here.
I mean, Dak's all for it, and I've seen it. I get it. He has a valid perspective to that. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, you're going too far there. But
yeah,
talk to me. Oh,
look
at
there's a lot of bad take on that.
We got. Go ahead and bring that comment again. That he was a new viewer on the show last week.
Slammy Broncos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Last week, Jay appreciated the graphic, right, Jay?
Yeah, that is a beautiful graphic, very much so. It pops, if you will. Yeah, beautiful snow cap. But yeah, LeBron James is a divisive character, and we have a very unique culture because Jokic is obviously the best player in the locker room, but he's not the outspoken leader. He is a...
Okay, so answer the question. Are we squandering his career, or...
No,
I would say he showed more as a leader on the bench. Just to go off of what you're saying, this last season.
I don't think we are squandering it. I think we had a plan, and I think the plan didn't work. So I mean, it's it's, revisionist history to think that, Christian Brown was not going to suck ass. It's it's a too bad that, we gave money to Zeke Naji and he turned out to be nothing. Like whoever
that
we
one hurt.
drafted in that
That
same
one hurts.
range.
That one hurts.
But these are moves that, like, from a scouting standpoint, what we did was put tons of emphasis and assets into young players, and all those young players sucked. So, like, you set yourself back so far by people not working out in the draft, as opposed to taking the draft picks before you draft those players and using that as draft capital to go get a guy.
Well, so when you talk about Brown, when Christian got injured, I mean, he got his contract, right? Which was well-deserved at the moment. But when he came back scared. And then we were injury prone. So, George, let me get over to you, my brother. Are we squandering Joker's career away when literally he could be like a Michael Jordan? Talk to me, bro.
Big E. Big E Broncos. Okay, bud. I got you now.
Oh, Big E, I hope your health is doing well, my brother.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All day,
Big E,
bro.
appreciate you. Appreciate you. Always love. See, he changed his name up.
Yeah.
It's age 42 LeBron now. Yeah, agreed. But I'd say, to answer the question,
Okay.
yes, we definitely are. We definitely have. And we can only hope for it to go in another direction, because as soon as you won the championship, you were raving about, we had Mike Malone, dynasty, right? We got all this love. Bruce Brown's coming back. And then he leaves and gets a contract. We waited 3 years too late to bring him back. We tried to run it back, and we waited too long. We didn't surround enough. I would say
when he came back, he wasn't playoff Brown anymore.
We've also handicapped ourselves by being so consistently good that we don't get any top draft picks. So the guys we draft are middle of the league, middle of the pack. You're hoping somebody turns out. You're not getting a number 2 overall Dylan Harper, who averaged 20 in the NBA Western Conference Finals. Like, as a rookie, you're not getting a guy like that. You're hoping on these guys. Absolutely. And you're also not developing them well.
But what has also sucked in all of this too is, yes, they've drafted bad players that haven't developed and we haven't given chance to, but it's also, we traded draft picks to get away from contracts. We traded Reggie Jackson
absolutely away, right.
Yeah.
With 2 second rounders
just
to get off of
and
him.
paid him.
But insanity. Here's the thing. There was a merry-go-round. There was a merry-go-round theme around the Nuggets last year, a revolving door of injuries. And I am not gonna say that we need better. Okay, let me say this. I'm just gonna say it. Our coaching decisions is disgusting because we don't use our bench properly. What I will say is that Cam was not utilized enough of the caliber I think he can be. I think Cam is a great basketball player. He did get injured, but when he came back, man, he came back to play. He showed everybody. The difference is that when you got AG going down and you got injuries going down in the playoffs, and now we have no enforcers, right? I want to tell you this, Jay and George. George, I know you're going to agree with this. I love Cam. I don't think he got enough credit. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough because any player that got traded in exchange for Michael Porter Jr. was going to have some high expectations because of what MPJ represented to our franchise. And again, that, we talk about the drafting issues. That's yet another, gave up on MPJ. Never really got him involved.
Well, I know George wasn't losing any sleep over trading MPJ.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree in that we didn't get him involved. He didn't get himself involved. He didn't develop as a player like he should have. When he was injured. when he came back, it was fine though.
But
you're next to the rim. You put your hand up and you're next to the rim, and you got like 4 dunks in your career.
At the end of the day, though, man, I truly think it's a locker room thing. Like, Michael Porter Jr. is a very outspoken, very out there type of person that, like, is a socialite and wants to, like, hang out with OF models and shit. And do you think Yoke is doing any of that? Like,
No,
he's watching Pokemon.
I can get on board with some of that, but at the same time, MPJ is hold on. MPJ was just not ready to step up in that role.
Absolutely.
He didn't know how to assert himself on the offensive game except for being a shooter. And if you're gonna be a shooter, be one. But when you go 6 for 19 consistently in the playoffs, you're trash. Look at him in Brooklyn thriving because he has.
The argument when that happened was that his arm was hurt, right? But it wasn't a shooting arm.
There was arguments about injury and all this, but look at him in Brooklyn, having the time of his life, scoring 30 points every night because he has the ball. He's a player that needs the ball. Yeah. He's not a player that he couldn't fit the role we needed him to as a spot up shooter and to go get your own shot. He can't go get his own shot because he only shoots. He can't drive. And that's why I liked Cam Johnson coming, because he actually asserts himself in the paint. He drives, he gets to his shot at the free throw line inside the rectangle, and he forces defenses to collapse instead of just, there's a shooter out there.
He pulls them out of position. You know what I mean?
He's creating lanes, so that's the main difference. Why I was enjoying the Porter trade for happening is I was looking at the positives for what Cam Johnson brought to our team, and it took him too long to get acclimated. But I can't put that on him because he came from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You act like he was playing with greats. He stepped onto the floor with the greatest player in the NBA right now, and he's like, oh shit, this is basketball. Like, this is different.
Now I can just rely on Joker.
This is different. I mean? Yeah, like he was still trying to be the man in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So now he's like,
for Cam, I got to fill it out. And I would love Cam to come back. It's just that's literally the only movable chip that the Nuggets have. So like,
it is. His contract is vital.
But Murray's not going to go anywhere without a Joker stamp of approval. So let's get that. Okay, so great Nuggets talk. Before we get into what the title of the show is, and before George has to become the referee, and then he's going to, you know what he's going to have to do? He's going to have to give us his honorable mentions of who he did not draft. So George, get ready for that. But before we get into that, George, whoever wants to start the subject, the Avs started moving some players around. Sakic is interim. So whoever wants to go first, tell me, are these good trades for our future, or are we just scared and scrambling? Who wants to go first? Go ahead, George.
My man Jay. Come on.
Okay, Jay.
I'll just comment on one of them, and then George, you go. It was time to get away from Big Val and all of the distraction and all of the ghost appearances that he had in a lot of games. Big Val, when properly motivated, can be a wrecking ball in the NHL. Like, he's got the choo-choo persona for a reason, but he disappears. And I can't help but think it is a pretty stark similarity to Mikko Rantanen. And that was kind of why we traded him. And that was kind of the justification of like, well, we're not going to pay you top dollar because we see you like not giving a shit for like half of your shifts. So it is a thing, at least to me. So, and obviously tons of money getting wiped away. Flexibility in a trade sense for the Avalanche. So that is amazing. But thanks for the cut, bud. That's about it.
So you're agreeing with the moves that are happening?
Absolutely, 100%. Okay. Trust in Sakic all the way. There's very few things I disagree with what the Avs do.
So when it comes to Sakic, man,
he's a genius.
I don't understand why he just can't be the GM. Like, I don't know why he doesn't want that role, and it pisses me off with all my heart.
I
With
think
all
he
my
wants a
heart.
life.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get it while it's here. Just the same shit as Jokers. We got freaking McKinnon, the best hockey player in the world, on our team, and we can't figure it out to get past the Knights. George, talk to me about these trades. Are you happy, or do you think we're running scared?
So I'm going to answer a bunch of questions or rebuttal off of what you guys are going on.
I know.
So
I already,
wow.
I already know how you're
Valnichushkin,
gonna go.
Valnichushkin,
I'll just shut up.
100%. 100%. It was time. We talked about this last night, Tim. It was time because of his inability to perform in big moments this season and in the regular season. We finished with less than 50 points. That's trash. That is complete trash. As a once top tier scorer in the league, 50 points is garbage. And to go back, he cost us 2 championships. At least runs at championships.
By the no-shows?
By passed out girls in his hotel room and going back to rehab twice in the playoffs. In the playoffs, bro. This happened during the playoffs. This is not like it's all regular season game 45. This is the middle of the freaking Western Conference playoffs.
At my seat at Ball Arena, about to sit down, and got the alert on my phone that Nuke was out. Like, gone.
Yeah.
Against
atrocious.
The
Stars. And we gave him his chances. He had way too much money tied to him to not move him. Like I told him last night, I think his total value was like 16 million, but he's over 6+ million a year. That is way too high for him not producing when he was healthy finally in our playoff run this season. He was just not apparent.
That happened to me in my seat at Ball, traveling to go to the game, like it's a big deal to go to a game. I said to myself, "You're dead to me. Get off."
Yeah. How dare you not show up for this game? You know how many miles I traveled to see this?
I'm like a coupon or a voucher.
100%.
So I'm gonna bring something up that is in the J caliber of what he's saying, going to see and not being there. If we get LeBron to be a Nugget, how many home games do you think he's actually gonna miss just because, man? He's not gonna go. He's not gonna go 82. And if you're gonna go pay money to watch LeBron, do you actually know that if he's gonna be on the court or not?
You better catch him in like the first 20 games.
He has a documentary crew that is following him around wherever he goes this next.
That's
year.
Out of his pocket.
Well, yeah, it's his.
It's his retirement video. He's doing a documentary for his retirement.
He's around for road games. That's his highlights. Like, he don't give 2 shits about the home games wherever he's going. Unless it's Cleveland, maybe.
Dude,
maybe
Cleveland. I gotta tell both of you, I love this trio right now. I love this trio. One thing I'm gonna give both of you guys, both of you, it's not just Bronco football IQ. You guys is hockey and basketball IQs are off the chart, man. I love talking with you guys about this shit. Did you notice not one person like, oh, I gotta go Google this because I don't know. No, man, we just had a great discussion between.
I'm not done.
Okay, keep going.
I only answered the question about Val. Second part of Jay's take is I disagree about Mikko Rantanen, and we traded him because he's too good to pay.
Gosh,
we cannot pay him. No. Well, that's why we lost. Marty Natchez. Where's the hat trick? Where's the hat trick from Marty Natchez to keep us in the game? Where's the hat trick? Boys out there scoring 100 still and scoring in the playoffs.
Was way more than money. Way more than money.
It was a little bit more.
He signed for less in Dallas than what he was asking for.
Well, he wanted more. He wasn't going to get it. That's why we let him walk. We had to trade him.
To free up capital.
We're on the path. We're past the past. We're in the present. I'm excited about where these trades went. I gotta step on Tim here because he swears, why can't Sakic just be the GM? Bro, he is the GM. If you don't have a GM, he is the GM. He's the president. You don't give up your company to become the GM. This is my analogy. I know I probably wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. I told Tim last night, I'll go ahead and step in as president of Borrego Painting. You go ahead and just be the GM. Just be the
So
GM. Yeah. Oh,
so
that sounds great, right? That sounds great.
There's a
No,
hockey
that's
saying
not
as well.
how it works.
There's
They
a
don't
hockey
have
saying
a
as well.
GM.
Sometimes
So-
you just got to pull your pants down and slide on the ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you want to
Do
get
it.
into a topic like that about president, we can go back when John Elway was the president and look at who was the GM. Joe Alice, that had no one to answer to because Pat Bolin was going through all his illness. GMs can create.
Dad, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, peanut
Learn
gallery.
something. Get your notebook out.
Read a book, Dak.
Watch a hockey game for once.
I love it. I love this banter. So let's get into it. We got the referee.
Hold on. Wait. We didn't talk about the other trade. Real quick.
Oh,
I
come
agree.
on.
Jack Drury, we traded him away. I thought it was a good move. We had to move some more money, and we got some decent capital back in draft for
I
it.
love Drury. That guy.
I loved Drury, but I wouldn't say it was time, but I understand the move to move on from him and bring in more. And the free agents that we signed,
Drury does
I actually really enjoy
that
him.
he should get. Let's be honest. Drury does not get enough respect as he should get. Drury was a
Well,
fucking
I mean,
monster.
he was basically paid his salary because of face-offs. He was
Yeah.
the best face-off person
There
on
you
the
go.
team by him.
Great-
Yeah, he's
great-
our best he's our second best center, you know.
Yeah, he's situational. So like penalty kill, he was great to do that. But you don't overpay that specific
Yeah.
role. That's like Marvin Mims paying a special teams player. No, all this crazy money to like.
We're not
fair catch
paying
it
him
3/4
crazy
your
money
time.
yet.
Like
We're
come
not
on,
paying him
man.
crazy
Like,
money.
How much did that fair catch, make you? Like, no,
Dude,
no, man, not my thing.
Mims also another underrated player. Jay, I know you hate on him. I get it.
No,
But it is what it is. So let's get into the title of the show. Jay, please bring up this draft pick. So what we and Jay did last week was we had a draft and we went round robin. As a cornerback, I'm disgusted with myself for letting Jay come off.
You should be.
So quick, and I am not expecting anybody to literally feel sorry for me or do this and that. What I will tell you, Jay threw me for a freaking loop, and I bounced back really good. I had great linebackers, safeties. Not every pick was what on everyone's radar was. But let's start with this. So George, we're gonna go down the line. We're not gonna go round robin. We're just gonna go down straight down, and I got a 4-time Super Bowl winner as a quarterback, Joe Montana. He has a Peyton Manning, which is basically the biggest IQ that you can get in professional football with 2 Super Bowl wins. Talk to me about these quarterback picks and just say what's on your mind, bro.
So from when I was watching, you waited till almost the last pick to take your QB, which is fine because Jay went and made sure he got the sheriff.
Yep.
Overall, Jay had to drop out for a second, but overall, I want to say Joe Montana is not a bad pick. I know I was roasting you in the comments, but that's because my mindset is different than yours. We have different styles of how we would coach and play and call a game. And Joe Montana for your lineup is a great QB. That's a great QB pick. He wasn't a slouch. Yeah, he's 4-0 in Super Bowl, so he's a proven winner. He had his great receiver, which I know we're going to get there, but you also have his number one guy. So you can't take that away. They're going to have immediate chemistry. It's a great pick. Solid QB. I give the slight edge to Peyton because of his IQ, because of his command at the line. He's going to make your defense work so much harder that when Peyton's in the game, dude, you have him. We'll get there, but it's comparison, right? The mega linebacker star of all time, your guy, Ray Lewis, literally said that this is a chess match. It's the hardest game he played every year. Is going up against Peyton Manning. I think he threw Brady in there, but you go up against this dude. Go ahead.
Real quick. What did the murderer say again? Can you repeat that?
I was waiting. I was actually waiting for the comment. I was setting you up for it.
Oh.
Okay, so George, I'm gonna do this real quick. Jay, Peyton, great pick. And as you said, if you remember what you did last week, you go, "Oh, number 7, I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, number 7 pick, great, dude." Peyton Manning is the.
I thought you were going Elway, man. Like
I know
thought,
you did.
You know,
So
I was
Jay,
giving you your generation.
Jay,
was getting my generation.
Jay, answer me this question. What do you think about my pick at Montana?
I don't really care for Joe Montana, to be quite honest. I think he is very overrated. I think he is a merchant of the Walsh system, West Coast, birth. Like, I mean, you have his
he had to
coach.
perfect that.
You have his coach, dude. His coach was a genius. And
we'll get down.
I think he had Jerry Rice. Like, Jerry Rice was the greatest wide receiver of all time. Like, I don't know, man.
I get you. George, do me a favor. I know you're going with Peyton over Joe Montana. Give me, if you had to go in this pick with me and Jay, and you had to go third, give me your third QB. Who would you pick?
I said it in the comments. At this stage, I would have took Drew. I would have took Drew Brees.
Oh, wow.
And for
the same cloth.
I've been teaching him well. Let's just say that.
You've been grooming him. You've been grooming this guy. All right, so
it's almost like he does a podcast with me or something.
So let's go down to this next pick. So obviously you went with Peyton over Joe Montana. Thank you for your appreciation of who Joe Montana was. Jay, you can kiss my ass if you don't think Joe Montana was one of the greatest. But we're gonna go running back now. I went Barry Sanders. He went LT, the second LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, which is a great pick as well. So we're going to kick this back off. And, Jay, I'm going to start with you. When it comes to this running back pick, whose running back is better, mine or yours?
Oh, see, so in the first, the quarterback scene, I just ripped all the flowers you possibly had.
Yeah.
And, spit on the ground as I walked away.
Yes, sir.
And here I turn around, I spit on myself, and I hand you back all the flowers I have. Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time. There's no perfect answer, obviously, to this, but that's more perfect than all other answers. So Barry Sanders easily wins that.
Thank you so much. I was very proud, and I went Barry Sanders. We were doing
the only guy
round
you said you were going to draft that you drafted.
We were going round robin. Jay messed me up with the cornerback, so I could not let him get away with this running back. George, I'm going to go to you next. Who's a better running back, Barry Sanders or LT?
Barry's got the edge. Here, he was way too elusive, man. The things that he was able to do at his size and still break tackles, like he'll make you miss, but he still broke plenty of tackles. I don't think a lot of people realize he ran through a lot of these tackles before he made his moves. Yeah, his highlight clips are making people look stupid, right? Putting them on skates, breaking ankles, putting you on your face. But this man ran hard. Like, he wasn't just a light ass back. You couldn't rip him down. And dude, Barry was probably, I'd probably agree he's the best to ever do it just because of his versatility.
Absolutely. So give me your honorable mention. If me and Jay, if I took Barry and he took LaDainian, who is the running back going to be in your draft as a third pick?
I'm probably gonna get a lot of flock for this, which is okay. This might be a little bit of a homer pick.
TD.
And it's not TD. I'm taking Adrian Peterson.
Ooh,
Wow.
oh,
Why is that not surprising? Boomer Sooner over there.
Boomer, baby.
Oh
okay.
my God.
But also
I
without
love how Jay
the
calls like he
bias.
was the murderer, but he didn't have anything to say about Adrian Peterson.
Hey man, we all beat our kids. What are you talking about?
Switch! I'll switch you!
I got my Switch 2 on the way.
Oh my God.
Dak coming in saying I like the running backs. I was a big Marshall Falk. Marshall Falk
Marshall
was
Falk.
I loved Marshall. I loved Marshall
yeah.
Falk.
greatest show on turf.
AP, which is AD all day. That's his nickname, all day. Without the bias, this dude was a specimen as soon as he stepped into the league. As soon as he stepped into the league, he took over as a running back, consistently dominated, and then had his best year after getting injured.
Gotcha.
That's some
No,
testament to
he
itself.
came back strong. Who comes back from an injury like that and then dominates?
And
Besides
runs for 2,000.
Besides Peyton Manning.
Yeah, runs for 2,000 after an ACL as a running back. That is unheard of. So,
Jay,
That's good.
why don't you go into this wide receiver category, man? I'm gonna let
hey,
you.
but I will give my shouts to LT. Jay, that's not a horrible pick. LT
No,
was a
great pick.
phenomenon growing up, bro. I know he
Yeah.
played for the Chargers. I hated seeing him, but he ran all over us.
Okay,
This dude,
so
he still holds the
I'm-
record for most touchdowns in a season. He's nasty.
I'm gonna say one thing that I was a little offended by what Jay said last week. He said that Priest
Well,
Holmes
do you have a
wasn't
list?
shit. He said Priest Holmes wasn't shit. It was just the O line. I think
You're
Priest-
tripping. You're tripping
That's
hard because
absolutely true.
no, it's not.
100% true.
That's the 100% a false fact.
No, it
Priest
is
Holmes.
not.
Priest Holmes was a dog. He's
It
not.
is-
I'm not saying he's a top 10 all time. Not saying he's a top, but as a pure runner, as a running back, dude, Priest Holmes was a good running back.
Great.
He was fucking good.
Jay, take us into our number one wide receiver, brother, please.
All right. Well, you have, the greatest wide receiver of all
What
time.
the hell?
Jerry
What
Rice.
the fuck? Are you kidding me, Jay?
Well, for all you nerds out there, according to the stat book, yes, you are the number one wide receiver. Good for you. But my eyes know better, and just because you own the record books, same argument I made last week for Emmitt Smith. Whoop-de-doo-dah, Emmitt Smith. I don't care how many yards you ran. Like, my eyes work. Like, I see what I see. So my pick of Calvin Johnson, Dak absolutely agrees. My eyes tell me, his 6 years he played, it was a short career. And that was a theme, I think, of my team, is a lot of guys that...
But it was a
blossomed.
legacy. It was a legacy.
Popped, but they're not, they're not 20-year vets, But, dude, Megatron was ungodly for so long. Like, I don't know.
Dude, you're not wrong. It was a great pick, and I remember seeing your brain, the wheels turning, because I picked Barry, and you're like, you're gonna go a running back on me. I'm gonna give you a wide receiver, Tim. I loved the draft last week, Jay. I loved the draft last week, Jay. Calvin is not wrong. Megatron is literally, like you said, short career, but he dominated.
I would give you Rice though as tiebreaker. As an objective fan, I would probably give you the tiebreaker.
Okay.
The normal fan probably thinks that.
Thank you.
Not normal.
Thank you so much for saying that. I agree with you. George, let me know between Jerry and Calvin Johnson. I know you guys are younger generation. I get it. I'm old. I'll say it again. But Jerry Rice between Calvin. Talk to me.
I didn't watch plenty of Jerry live, but I watched plenty of Jerry tape.
There you go.
And Jerry was crisp. All right. He was crisp. He was pure raw talent. Didn't drop anything, I mean, he had hands of gold, like the dude with pillow hands, just soft. He was great. He was great in many ways. And
Okay.
I will say, I'll just start with it. I think the majority fan vote, like Jay says, probably leans towards Jerry because of his accolades and his longevity and all that, right? But if you want to talk about domination, you want to talk about pure best player on the field at all times,
Megatron.
we're talking Megatron. Megatron is my
Val-
goat. He's
Valid.
by far, bar none, the most physically gifted specimen of a receiver that's ever stepped on a football field. He was the first one to ever see two cornerbacks at the same time lined up on him at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Like what?
No.
Like you're gonna guard him with two on
Okay.
the line? Like it's not double coverage with safety help. It's double coverage from the line with safety help. You didn't see that from anybody in history, I would say. Touchdown catches and triple coverage against Cincinnati, against the Cowboys, and a triple. Dude had 329 yards
like
in
I
a
told-
game.
When I told Jay last week, all you had to do was throw the ball up in the air, and he's gonna jump.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna out jump him. He's gonna catch.
Well, I
it.
think Stafford was like, all right, get out the way.
And he was
Megatron's
lucky.
down there somewhere.
He was
Megatron down there somewhere, bro.
I'm not
He's going to
saying he
get
was a
that
great
thing.
receiver, but he had Stafford. So if you guys want to talk shit about, oh, Joe Montana was throwing to Jerry Rice,
Yeah,
it's the same
but
thing. Stafford was throwing to Megatron.
Calvin had him for like 2 years at the end of his career. Like it was not very.
You're
long he
right.
had
You're
Stafford.
correct. So, George, I'm not gonna let you get your honorable mention until we get through these receivers. So we got 3 receivers, 1 down. So we got 2 to go. Here.
See,
Here.
this is where your heart trumped logic. I think, Tim.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. Start it off.
This was your generation in the same way as I picked like LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. Like that's a my generation player, and I think you did the same thing in the wide receiver form. But they're amazing picks. Like for your time, they popped. It was it. But like I feel like I did the same thing on my end. Like Sterling Sharp, phenomenal. A Hall of
Thank
Famer,
you.
obviously.
That's all I wanted to
Like,
get from you guys
he's
is
a Hall
to
of Famer.
realize that Sterling was nothing to fuck with. I am
No.
not saying that your pick at Randy Moss isn't a better pick than mine. I am not going down that road whatsoever. Here's what I want to know. Jay, call me a liar. If Sterling Sharp had a longer career, that dude could have won every single record, even over Jerry Rice. That dude was so talented.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. He had the I don't know. Like again, it's like
He had Favre.
yeah. I was gonna say he had firepower. He had the ultimate gunslinger. But at the end of the day, like I honestly don't know who the third wide receiver option was on that team. I don't remember their tight end. Like
Chamura.
I should because like we beat them in the Super Bowl, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know much as far as Sterling Sharp stats, but like I do know him as a prolific wide receiver.
As long as you're giving him props, that's all that matters to me.
Yep.
George, talk about Sterling, talk about Randy Moss. I'm gonna give. Here you go, Jay. You gave me Barry Sanders over LT, and then you gave me Jerry Rice over Calvin. I'm gonna give you Randy Moss over Sterling. I'm gonna give that to you. No heartbreak, no nothing. But George, please talk to me about these 2 specific wide receivers.
Legends from different eras is the best I could explain it. And in different ways, right? Randy was known for being high point, burn you, throw it up, you're getting mossed, right? Like, yeah, that's what he's known for. Randy wasn't the best route runner. And a lot of people will disagree, but that's true. Those are facts.
No,
Randy
those are
was
facts.
not the best route runner. He was the best burner. He will run right by you.
Yeah.
And then he'll go top your head. That's just his game, his nature of the game. Sterling was he's very decisive in his routes and where he's going to come across to get the ball and how he approaches you coming at you as a defender. He's
You know
gonna
where he was going to be on the field.
Yeah, and he was great at getting into open space too, right? Like, we hate to talk about him, but you guys mentioned it too, like Travis Kelce, right? Sterling Sharp was willing to do some of those things as a receiver, where if he broke his route off and stopped, Favre would launch the ball at him, bro, because he was IQ savvy. His IQ on the field was great. He was a great talent and obviously a Hall of Famer with his short career, right? So Tim has a little bit of a short career guy in here too that does get overlooked a lot because I would say from Bronco fans, because we have Shannon.
Randy took sabbatical in Oakland.
Which was not his fault. They just didn't know how to. I said this last week.
It's Oakland, bro. What did you expect?
How do you have Randy and not utilize him?
He didn't even try.
Gosh.
He literally didn't even try. He didn't want to be there.
He went there for a bag and a vacation. Yep. That's all he went there for.
Cali.
He had his stamp. But yes, I would obviously gonna side with Randy for his pure influence on the game, because like you didn't know what getting mossed was until Randy appeared. And that's now a catchphrase that everybody, still uses. It's still a segment on ESPN till this day.
No,
who got mossed?
Right.
You got mossed, right? So
you're absolutely right. And everybody in that era that was watching Randy Moss, oh, this guy disrespectful, this and that. But no, that dude could do what he wanted to do in a TD celebration caliber way because he earned that right. George, I'm gonna agree with you. He sucked as a route runner.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Let him just do his own thing and throw him the ball.
He was a backyard type of player. I'm just gonna run out there, coach. Throw it up to me. Yeah. Right? One of my favorite Randy Moss stories though was when he was on the Patriots and he invited Bill Belichick to the fucking Halloween party at the skating rink. And then Bill showed up in the pirate outfit and all that, dude. Like, come on. If anybody could get Bill Belichick to go up to a freaking costume party.
I don't know if you knew this, but that's Jay's favorite coach. He loves Belichick.
Dude, but I have seen that video that you're talking about. Like he's sitting in his office. He's like,
yeah.
So we got this little Halloween party we got planned. We got all the guys, they all love it. So, but it would mean the world if you could come, coach. Like, it was so great.
So yeah, that's great. Great play.
On George's bingo card, he's taking Peyton Manning. He's gonna go with me at Barry. He's gonna go with me at Jerry. He's gonna go with Randy. So we got 2-2 on George's bingo card between the tracks. Here's the kicker. Here is the freaking kicker, and I am so happy that I pulled this out of my to draft such a great player as Isaac Bruce. Jay did throw it in my face. You missed the best 49er of all time, Tim. You missed the best 49er. So Jay, I'm gonna let you go first right after me. I'm gonna pick Isaac Bruce over Tio. I'm gonna do that, not to disrespect you, but I think Isaac Bruce played and appreciated the game more than T.O. ever did. T.O. had raw talent. Jay, talk to me between these two certain people, T.O. and Isaac Bruce. What do you think about my bag when I grabbed it out of the bag and I said, Isaac Bruce, you loved it last week. So talk to me about these two wide receivers. Who would you take?
Let me hit a couple comments real quick.
There you go.
Dak's really surprised you didn't go with Julio Jones.
Knock it off, Dak. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
That's why he's making me wait.
We got a little Ocho Cinco action. Good for him. He's so good. He had to play with a fake, Hall of Fame jacket before he got his real one. Yuck. Not an Ocho Cinco guy. Cody in the house.
What up, Cody?
Still up sports. Go check out his shit. All the
he had some great comments last week about these picks too.
Love Cody.
Yes, absolutely. Cody, you're doing great things.
People.
Cody, you were doing great things, bro.
Appreciate you. Have a good day. Oh, look at this guy. Look at
Oh,
this guy
look who it
strolling in.
is.
For stopping by.
Strolling in. Well, well, well. Well, thank you, sir. That's a great point. We added special teams and we added O-line, right?
We
Is that right?
No, we added special teams and a coach.
That's right, coach. Okay. We did not do mascot. That is such a good one.
Miles.
Well, damn it.
You're right, Johnny.
Well,
you're right, Johnny. But let's get back on subject, Jay.
Yeah. But I was gonna say much love. Yeah, absolutely, dude. OUTKAST is fantastic. Love this show. Obviously from afar. For long time, and I can never be on the show, and then bam, I'm here back to back
to back, Jay.
Yeah, I'm on
Jay the
I'm
Dream
on long
Weaver.
holiday here. I'm on
Jay
holiday.
the Dream Weaver.
Holiday at the OUTKAST residence. But
George has literally been on here like 28 times. Like,
yeah, it's just a Thursday to George.
But answer the question.
All right. I mean, dude, get your popcorn ready. Sign a ball. Dude, Terrell Owens is the man. He basically got Philadelphia to Super Bowl, and if it hadn't been Donovan McNabb, throwing up and pussing out, they could have got the job done and won a Super Bowl. And T.O. had like a broken ankle on that Super Bowl and still played through it and performed well. T.O. got a bad rap, some of it deserving, but he was very misunderstood, and he was a freak of an athlete. We talk about DK Metcalf as if
he was a team hopper though. He was a team hopper though.
Yeah, he was a team hopper. He chased the money. He definitely did. But Isaac Bruce, he was phenomenal. He jumped off the page, but people could argue that again, from a system standpoint, Torrey Holt being on the other side didn't hurt him. What a great problem to have to Isaac didn't get a whole lot of double coverage because he always had Torrey Holt. They were yin and yang. It was kind of like DT and Emmanuel Sanders. They both had each other for so long.
Great reference.
And
great
it was a great I'm always going to at least not be the number one target, kind of like what we were talking about with Calvin Johnson. He was his whole career. It's not like we're putting 3 people on one person ever.
Dude, great reference. I loved how you just boxed this shit up. Taking T.O., which was your pick. So now we're 2-2, and now George has to be this damn tiebreaker.
Yep.
We got Isaac Bruce and T.O. George, talk to me.
I don't even like either of you.
We'll get to what you want to say right after this. Okay.
That's why I'm here. George.
I'm freaking out, man. Freaking out.
Shit up.
You got to pick, George. You're the tiebreaker.
Honestly, I am siding slightly on the T.O. side, only because he was dominant wherever he went. No matter the QB, no matter the team hop that he did, he went out and he was a threat and he dominated people. He did take it to him. Now, this is not a slight to Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's not. It's not. He just, it is. He just didn't have it that much, right? I'll say he was a better route runner. I'll say he was better in the short space. He was better in short space for sure. But as far as dominating defenses, he really didn't dominate defenses too much. As far as you got a plan for him every time, because Jay's not wrong. He didn't see doubles very often. If you go back and show me the greatest show on turf where he was getting doubled consistently.
The strong safety over the top that went over in zone so he can be out there so Isaac Bruce wouldn't run. That's exactly my argument because you're wrong. He didn't get doubled up off the line, but they sent
all they
out.
did was turn him inside.
You asked me a question and I'm answering.
That's not a double.
How is that not a double?
That's help over top. As a safety, that's your job. Help over top is not a double. He's protecting that deep route so the guys can force him back inside because he was a burner. If you let him get by you in one-on-one, he'd probably burn you. But they turned him inside, and that's why he had a lot more catches inside the field, like inside the hashes, across the middle. He had a lot more of those catches because they turned him inside. You sent somebody. Hold on.
I promised myself I wasn't going to get butthurt, but I'm a little butthurt that you're not appreciating. You can pick Tio over Isaac Bruce.
No, I am. I am.
You're acting like Isaac Bruce wasn't dominating full force wide receiver.
But,
that's the feeling I'm
here's my rebuttal for that. If you sent a safety over top, guess where Tio's going? Still over top.
Yeah.
Isaac Bruce didn't do that. That's not dominating. He challenged the safety. Bruce was more of a get open receiver.
Yeah, because he was one of the greatest route runners.
And I agree. As a route runner, he was dominant and he knew where to turn his fucking route so he could be open and be in the spot that Kurt Warner needed him. If you're TO, he's gonna say no. Throw me the ball. I'm gonna top this guy. I'm gonna push him down, and I'm gonna go score, and I'm gonna go talk some shit.
Tim, we really need to @ Isaac Bruce somewhere here on the chat or like in the socials because no one has ever defended the man stronger than you have. I think right now.
You got it. Yeah.
Maybe his mother a couple times, but
I agree with you, Jay. And Jay, dude, I am not. We can go down pick for pick. I love this. I love this topic. All I want is to everybody to realize if they pick a wide receiver over my wide receiver or a running back over my running back or a linebacker over my line, all I want is that other person to be acknowledged that he was a great player. I
acknowledge that.
That's all I'm looking for. Jay, if you got comments before we get past this wide receiver, and then we're going to get into something that George definitely wants to talk about.
Well, Dak would like to throw some shade at you there, Tim. Where is his invite?
Jump on, Dak. Jump on.
Must have gotten lost in the mail, I guess, Dak.
Jump on, Dak. Hey, I invite.
The Wi-Fi was down.
Yeah, I was gonna say my internet glitched right when I hit send.
I invited Adon yesterday because I watched the show. I did invite Adon, and then Adon said maybe not enough prep time. But Adon, please come on the show whenever you want. I'm patiently waiting, just like I did for Jay.
Well, dude, for them going twice a week, let me just say, I have such a respect and appreciation for them being able to just show up and do a podcast as much as they do. It's a big deal to be, strict to yourself of doing it long term. Adon's been doing it a long time. Far before our network.
Why do you think I tune in on Wednesdays? Because I want to see what him and Lieber, what's happening.
Dude, they're great.
I love those guys.
Fantastic pair.
I will say this: Adon called me out on the show last night. When is my turn? I did invite him. So Adon, once again, I'm gonna invite you for next week. I would love to have you as a guest. I appreciate everything you and Libre are doing. And this is Orange and Blue Network. And what we do is support all each other. Right, Jay?
Absolutely. 100%. Dak, rightfully so, stuck his chest out and said, "Where's my invite?" And, I know he followed it up with a JK, but Dak, I'm not recognizing that JK. Stand on business, homie. Okay? Demand your invite. But
I would love to have that. I would love to have, dude. I invited Johnny. I invited Adon tonight. I invited you. I invited George. I have literally invited Libra. Dude, you guys have invited me to Nothing Rhymes. George has invited me to Broncos. Do you even Broncos Bros? And this is the fun time that we're having. So let's get to this painful truth that George wants to talk about.
Oh, God.
Special acknowledgement of a wide receiver that was not drafted, and I'm gonna beat George to the punch. Just talk about Julio, George. Go ahead.
My brothers, you let me down. You were supposed to defend honor. You were supposed to be warriors. You were supposed to be knowledgeable. What the hell? Julio Jones gets drafted either 1 or 2. And I'm okay with the top 2, the first 2. I'm okay. I can let that go.
Wow.
Everything after that, it's pure blasphemy. Maybe Randy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm borderline.
But not Isaac.
But let me tell you about this man, Julio Jones, who you guys mistakenly took my Jet Jones comment for Justin Jefferson.
That's how it sounded like, right?
Never heard of her. I didn't say Jettas. You guys aren't familiar with the black community.
You were doing the gritty while you typed that?
No. See, you guys are giving Gen Z vibes. You guys are giving Gen Z vibes, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's blasphemy. Julio Jones is better than almost every receiver on this list. I got him as my second best receiver of all time behind Calvin. I got him over Jerry. I got him over Randy. I got him 1 on my slot. This dude was a specimen when he stepped into the league. He did the same things that Calvin did. He was the guy. He had Harry Douglas? The only guy that he learned from early in his career that is accountable is Roddy White. Roddy White is the only guy that you could say helped him throughout his early career because he taught him how to be a pro's pro.
Now hold up. You don't want a separate segment here on Algae Crumpler?
Oh, I'm getting to algae, baby. I'm getting to algae, all right? You just hold your whole. I love me some Algae Crumpler. That was a good name dropper, right? Don't get me mistaken. He's not a top 10 tight end of all time, but man, what a name drop, man. Algae Crumpler was gas in Madden. He was gas.
So let me interrupt you. I'm gonna interrupt you. Hold on. I will say this for me and Jay. When you dropped into the comments and said, we're like honorable mention, and then when you dropped out Julio Jones, both of us were like, oh, how do we not think it? So we were not disrespecting, correct, Jay?
Yeah.
We were not disrespecting the man.
I agree. I was mad in the moment because I was caught up in making my own picks that I forgot you guys have your own brains and can easily space things out. But when I name dropped, you both were like, and Jay was like, I love Julio, and you know me and your story. I came over to your house with a Julio jersey 15 years ago. Yeah. And he said, what are you doing? I said, we're watching the Atlanta game or I'm going home.
He wore Julio after he had to see me in my Ohio State jersey of Eddie George.
Hey, and I love me some Eddie George, all right? But just not from there, from Tennessee.
Ohio State, baby.
But to get back on topic, there's nothing wrong with your guys' receiver room, of course. You guys have your own minds and your own picks. Those are all great players. But of course, in my own opinion, Julio was just too dominant of a player to be left off. He literally did it all. And the only reason he didn't have better stats is because Matt Ryan refused to throw him the ball. He refused to throw him the ball. He had the least red zone targets, which is crazy. And then in the Super Bowl, he had
the ball wasn't going to be there. He selected to go another route. So
Kyle Shanahan was literally the only OC that ever highlighted him.
And then Kyle Shanahan decided to throw the ball to him 4 times in the fucking Super Bowl.
28-3.
Rigged.
Okay.
Rigged.
So let's keep this
where's
going.
our mute
We're at
button?
8:25 p.m. Let's
Continue.
keep this going.
Continue.
We got the tight end position, which I'm taking this one.
Yeah, you got this.
I
already concede.
Yep. I got Gronk, and he got Shannon. I love me some
overrated.
One of the biggest.
It's for the crowd.
Shit talkers in our a whole football career since we all been growing up and playing Pee Wee and watching the Denver Broncos and this and that. I love me some Shannon, but I'm taking my pick, Jay. I'm gonna let you go next. I'm gonna take Gronk over Shannon. Go ahead, Jay.
All right, so I would totally agree with that. My whole thing, though, that I said is that I'm also picturing this team as if I would get to be in the locker room. Like, this is my all-time team. And if I could have all these guys on a legit team in the locker room, how sweet it would be. So that's why I was like, well, I can't.
Well, what'd you say
have
last
Shannon
week?
Sharp.
What'd you say last
Like-
week? Can you imagine running into Shannon and Warren Sapp?
Yeah, and Terrell Owens and Randy Moss, like, amazing. Like, dude, that sounds, and Terrell Suggs. Dude, Suggs is off his
Dude,
rocker.
Suggs was such a great pick for you, dude.
Off
Suggs
his
was such a
rocker.
great pick. But
But,
let's
yeah.
keep the tight end
Sh-
position.
Yeah.
Who would you
Gronk
pick?
is amazing, dude. He's the best tight end in my opinion of all time because he's well rounded. He is a great blocker, elite blocker.
Yes, sir.
But a insane red zone mismanaged or misassignment person. Like
Mismatch.
Yeah,
Mismatch.
mismatch. That's
There
what
you
I was
go.
fishing for. Yeah, dude, he's off the chain. But of
I-
course,
but-
he had
But
Tom Brady.
I do
get
love the
that.
homer pick. I do love the homer pick for you. I do
Yeah.
love it. I do love it. Jay, you're not wrong. Thank you for
It's a
agreeing
vibes pick.
Thank you for agreeing with me. George, you got Gronk and you got Shannon. Knock it off. Don't start shaking your head. Just get with the program.
I swear to
and
God,
stop-
if you
and-
say Algie Crumpler or Tony Gonzalez,
He's gonna say TG, you know that. But over the two that was drafted, Gronk or Shannon?
I need a second. All right. Because I am not like you guys. I don't think Gronk's the best tight end. I never liked him. I was always
pick
thought he was
between the two.
always thought he was overrated.
Just pick between the two.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm taking Shannon.
Ooh.
wow.
I'm taking Shannon.
I
I
think
don't know
you're.
about all that.
I think that you're a little in your feelings.
Maybe, but if you look at it, Gronk was just put in a great situation.
So
Eh,
is Shannon.
He was.
It's the
he
same
was-
thing. Great quarterback, great tight end. Same fucking.
Shit.
thing.
I don't know. I guess I just, from a defensive standpoint, I didn't understand, and maybe I would have had to be on the field to truly understand his greatness, because he did dominate. I will say, I can't take it away from him. He dominated everybody. He's slow. He can't jump. He has okay hands. He runs horrible routes. He can block.
like Jay
That's
said
all I
last-
got from
like
Gronk.
Jay said last week. He goes, "That's why I have so much appreciation for Joker."
Yeah,
Right.
that just he got the job done, but I didn't appreciate it while it was happening because I saw faultiness more on the defensive side because I was a safety. And if all else failed, I had to cover tight ends because, as the best athlete on the field, as your safeties usually are, you got to take care of the other best athlete on the field.
All right,
This dude
so
is
real-
just bigger
so-
than everybody.
So real quick,
Dude,
give
safeties
us
bounce
get-
off of
get-
him though. Like
get-
I wouldn't have.
Get,
Nah, I
get-
don't know about all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you're so wrong, George. Because Gronk was, dude, that guy can go anywhere.
Well,
But-
if I would have been a little
Okay,
taller.
hold on.
I wish I was. A
Give
little
us your
bit
honorable
taller. I wish I
mention,
was
which I'm pretty
taller.
sure you're gonna pick Tony G. But go ahead. Who would your tight end be?
Oh man,
Or Jimmy Graham? If you say
I
if you
wouldn't
say that
take
other
Jimmy.
word,
I wouldn't
Jay-
pick Jimmy in this spot.
Jay, don't let him say that name, bud.
I love me some Tony G, of course. Of course. I loved me some Tony G. I thought he was
Well, then
great
get your
at
pick.
what he did. And man, in this spot, I'm just gonna do it because I want to make you guys mad. I would definitely take Tony G right now.
Duh. Why did I even ask? Why did I even ask the question?
Fake.
So let's get on to the next one. We got an offensive line, and Jay, once again, I am not trying to go against you. I am not trying to fill myself out like I'm a better draft picker than you. But I do have to go O-line, 97 Broncos. Dude, you pulled this pick. Wasn't on my radar. How many times did you tell me that? Like Reggie White, you're like, that wasn't on my radar for you. Blah, blah, blah. You had a great pick at the Kansas City 2000 Chiefs as an O-line. I will disagree with you. Priest Holmes was a beast. I don't believe it was just the line. I just think that it made him better and better. I am going to take the 97 Broncos O-line over the 2000 Kansas City Chiefs O-line. Talk to me, Jay. Are you going to run with your O-line or are you going to run with mine?
I'll run with yours. I'm still fine with that. I mean, I think from a system standpoint, like the Alex Gibbs, chop block.
Offensive line and the coach, yeah.
Yeah, like he's the GOAT. Like, so those lines were amazing to watch. I mean, that's why TD could rush for 2,000 yards.
98.
So I would still go with 97. I'd go with your pick. You're not going to get not going to pick the Chiefs over the Broncos. I felt
I
bad.
was waiting.
Even though you did for most of your
waiting for you to
draft,
pick
just saying.
Because
I was going to
gonna
say,
blast you.
correct.
I was going to
Most of my draft I did, but
Okay,
okay. But
okay.
can I
so
ask
Jay,
a squirrel question, like sidebar here?
Yes, sir.
Looking at the totality of this draft, can you really honestly make an argument for any other Bronco that doesn't already appear on here, other than, say, John Elway?
Outwater.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's borderline, but yeah, I'd give you that. Any others?
Terrell Davis.
Yeah. Short career.
TD maybe.
Short career.
Al Wilson.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Well,
It's
so
hard it's because you only got one line. You only got one, right? You can only pick one.
Correct.
So that's a tough bunch to go through.
If we went individual, I would instead of just one offensive line, I would definitely take Tom Nalen as the best center to play the game.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. In an offensive line sense, we would be able to come up with adequate people to argue for. That makes sense. This is going to be maybe dumb.
Carl
I would maybe make an argument. I could make an argument, rather. Brandon Marshall, the wide receiver.
Oh, I
could
love
be a
that.
wide receiver that could have shattered ceilings if, things went a different way, maybe off the field.
If you're going down that road before he went to the Bears, I mean, people don't realize Demaryius Thomas, how great he was. God rest his soul.
I'd take DT over Marshall.
Really?
Look at so the shirt in the background. George was there, and George actually. So when DT got his inauguration in for the statue, you remember that game, right, George? George was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
George is the one who called the mom and dad over, and they signed my shirt. I literally had to go shirtless for about 5 minutes. But it's hung up on the wall, and rest in peace to DT. Love that guy with all my heart, and I was just glad to be a part of the celebration that was in his honor last season.
Let me ask you. So do you truly think that DT was a more talented wide receiver than Brandon Marshall?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So hold on. I want to answer this question because that's a very great question and can be viewed in a lot of layers, right? I think physically gifted wise, Marshall was a better receiver. Marshall had the special talent to become something.
Skills.
No.
But I would say as a complete receiver, DT was a little bit better at certain other things. Like maybe he wasn't as physical, but he was faster.
Do you guys remember
I think he had better hands. I think he had better hands. and I also think he ran better routes because DT did run some
Was
good
a way
routes.
better route runner.
He didn't, yeah, and so like I know everybody knows him for his 7-yard screens that he used to take to the house, right?
To the house.
If you wipe those off the board, he still was dominant down the field. Marshall, I think, obviously there's some lopsidedness because DT did have the pleasure of having the sheriff.
Peyton Manning makes a big difference.
That's what I mean. Peyton Manning makes it a whole different game.
Marshall, because Brandon Marshall never looked like he wanted to be a Denver Bronco. Demarius Thomas.
Well, he had Kyle Orton as his quarterback.
Day in and day out, Demarius Thomas showed up for the Broncos.
Kyle Orton?
Yeah, like I will give that. Orton was not the dude.
Jay? Kyle Orton?
Huh?
He's a Hall of Famer, right?
That's what I mean. There's layers to the debate, right? And so Marshall, what he did in Chicago, had he did that in Denver, it would be a higher debate. But I think because what we saw without it, there's some bias that goes into it. But I will say he was probably a more physical receiver and stronger in maybe jump balls, right? Like he could go get a ball a little bit better.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the next position, which this is freaking embarrassing.
You didn't let me give my honorable mention for O-line.
Oh, go ahead, my bro. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
Go, just freaking go.
Okay, so it's between two.
The Hogs.
I'll say them both, and then I'm gonna take one.
You're gonna go with Dallas.
I don't want to. But it's not the 90s Dallas line you're thinking about, Jay. What? I got the 2016 Dallas offensive line.
That's not a bad pick, dude. That is not a bad pick. And people
forget about that O-line because it's Dallas and they don't do anything.
Yeah.
But Ezekiel Elliott would not be considered a great running back without that O-line. That team wouldn't have won 12 plus games.
Yeah, but
agree with
we're talking about Super Bowls compared to 12-win regular seasons here.
Did the 2000 Kansas City Chiefs win a Super Bowl?
Well, no.
Oh, no, we're talking Super Bowls.
Well,
my O-line.
Yeah, we know yours did. We know yours did.
Claim to be a smart man, George. Okay.
I'm just giving you crap. My other I don't know if I'm right is why, because I didn't Google it, but I want to say my other pick was the 89 Bears. Or the 85 Bears.
85 Bears.
Yeah, 85 Bears. Sorry, the 85 Bears.
85 Bears.
I know their defense was the highlight of that team, but their offensive line. Go ahead. Sorry.
Walter Payton.
Mm-hmm.
They had a sorry excuse for a quarterback, which the NFL hyped up at that year.
Mm-hmm.
But Walter Payton ran behind that, and Walter Payton reminds me of Gale's. So I don't want to repeat because we're getting into the subjects and we still need to go down the list. But Gale Sanders, Walter Payton, two great back-to-back running backs. 85 Bears line was disgustingly sick. I will say this, even though I picked the 97 Broncos, I can't believe either one of you can agree about the 87 Redskins offensive line, the Hogs. They literally took Timmy Smith to a Super Bowl that ran freaking 200 yards against the Denver Broncos. And they even said you can drive Mack trucks between the gaps that they open. There's no debate about this, and I'm going to school both of you guys. Go look back at the 87 Redskins offensive line. Best line to ever happen in the game. Let's get on.
If this is the best line, why didn't you take them?
Because I needed some orange and blue on my. I needed that. I couldn't walk away from it. But let's go to this embarrassing subject that Jay. Let me throw my hat down.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Let me throw my hat down. Jay, the Dream Weaver, schooled me in the cornerback positions. This guy took
I value cornerback a lot
Champ,
in team
Bailey,
construction.
so do I. I played cornerback.
That would be one of my first
Don't
picks
look like it.
in real life.
You know what George told me my whole life? All you do is run up and down the field. You don't do nothing. Yeah. But I don't want to get into the biggest discussion about this because I'm going to bow down to Jay. Champ Bailey and Deion Sanders, baby. You are a great...
Can't get better than that.
You are a great person. For you, what'd you say last week? Tell your grandkids about this.
This room right here. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
So Jay, I'm not gonna get into this too much, but tell me how good it felt to embarrass me on my own show about this cornerback position.
Yeah. Well, I think I startled you starting with it in the draft. I already had it planned out what I was going to do. It was more so like, are you going to react to it? Because I knew you wouldn't think I would do it first.
I told you you fucking slide your ass.
Once I got Champ, I worried that, okay, well now I've showed my cards, and now he's gonna go get a cornerback, and I worried that you were gonna go Deion because I knew.
And I went LT.
Yeah, and as soon as you got LT, I was like, phew. All right, let's go.
Jay,
Deion is mine.
Jay, okay, the name of the show, Jay won the draft. This is how much love and respect I got for you, my brother. This is my show. This is my show.
Yep.
And I am not humiliated by what you did. Instead, I'm going to give you so much credit, dude. You fucked up the whole draft by doing that shit. And
yeah,
it knocked me off my rocker, dude. It knocked me off my rocker because you know what? I played cornerback, and my brother George knows how well I played the cornerback position. Yes, I did run up and down the field, but I feel like you played me. You think? Because remember I told you, like, oh, I thought you were quarterback. You're going to call me out. You're not even picking a quarterback. Jay, you changed the whole draft. This whole list stems from the first two picks with Champ Bailey and then Deion Sanders. Jay, you changed the game. Talk to me.
Well, I look at it from the point of view of I know in this style, you have more players on the defense. And so, like, I want my defense to be the best.
Elite.
Yeah, and that's in a draft. That's how I would go. I would go defense first. I would prioritize roster building around defense. So, my defense is my pride and joy. Offense, there's some people I could go without. You know, like I'm not like
both of us.
You know,
Jay,
not wild, not my offense.
Jay, will you take my praise? Will you take my praise? You lit everything up by those first two drafts. You changed the game. And I want to tell you something, my brother. I love you so much for being able to have that IQ to be able to fucking knock me off my rocker. Yeah. I'm going to give you 110%. I'm going to go to George next, and I'm sure he's going to...
Can I just say one thing
Go
real
ahead.
quick?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Maybe I did shock you too much, and maybe I hit you too hard. Because that's the only explanation I can think of why you did Richard Sherman.
Yes. and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie about that. I am not. I should have went Woodson and Woodson. I should have went Charles and Rod. But you don't have to apologize for a fucking thing because why else would we have a show if you weren't ready to come out guns blazing? Pow, 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 pow. Jay.
But you can make the argument, devil's advocate leads you to boom. Like, I mean, that's the thing about sports is everybody can have an opinion because there are two sides to everything.
And that's why I love you, Jay. So let's get George in this conversation. He's going to pick. So, George, let's bypass my fucking bullshit decisions of cornerbacks. Give me your next pick at cornerback. I know you said Charles Woodson, which I wish I would have thought of. But go ahead, George. What cornerback would you pick?
I can't bypass it. What were you doing?
I get
What
it.
are you doing?
What
This
are
man,
those?
this man preached to me for a
What
week
are
straight.
those?
Oh, I can't wait to take Deion Sanders. Oh, and he didn't take nobody. It's okay. So I'll make my pick. I know you're trying to get on with the show. So, yes, Charles, obviously, Charles Woodson, dog. Consider him a Packer. He wasn't a Raider. He was a Packer. He was a dog, won his chip, and sneaky second corner. I don't think anybody had on their radar. Night Train Lane.
Ooh. Oh, hold, can I stop you from talking real
Hold the
quick?
phone.
That shit. Say that name again. Say that name again, George.
Night Train Lane.
Whoo! I freaking love you for that. And once again, I didn't think of it. But what a great pick that could have been.
Yeah, I mean, if you know who he is, you know who he is. Like, dude was the epitome of being a corner back in the day. He's long, he's fast.
Green with the Redskins?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, dude, Lion Train Lane was just a specimen of a player, dude. Before his time, for sure. Like, that's why. I know Jay mentioned it last week, but that's why he's a 99 every year in Madden. It's Night Train Lane, bro. That's a GOAT.
George, I love those additional. What I will say is Green was the fastest man in NFL history for a long while. I will say this. I'm going to agree with Jay. He just screwed with my mind too much about the cornerback position. But he has that football IQ to be able to do that to a human mind. And Jay, I hate you, but I love you. Because you killed it, dude. You killed it out of the gate,
man. I very much appreciate that.
Jay, you slaughtered the picks. You had the right idea. I want to give you appreciation and praise. Thank you for just undercutting Tim. Like I knew you were going to. I was like, oh, if you told Jay about this, he's about to just slide so hard into, if you slide into second and you're intentionally going for their ankle, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So to all the fan base out there, I want to be the most knowledgeable guy on this network. We got great people. We got Isaiah. We got Johnny and Jay. We got the Broncos bros. We got Libre and Adon. Bro, we have so many talented people, and I fancy myself.
JT, Doc, Chris.
Oh man, Symposium is off the chain, bro.
Yeah.
Symposium is off the chain. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Special place in my heart.
Here's what I'm gonna say, Jay. I've been waiting
jealous
for a content as we're talking about now, and I was so happy to do it. And I am not embarrassed of the way I went about it, but if I can be honest, Jay, man, you threw me for a freaking loop, and I had to go days thinking about how did I let Jay
to sit in your feelings.
We had to hear it from me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. George lit me up, dude.
I appreciate the support, George.
George lit me up.
Got you.
So okay, let's get out of this cornerback conversation because Jay killed me.
I was gonna say, just my last thing on cornerback. I hope Johnny's still on here. Just a quick shout out, Damari Mathis. Could absolutely be.
Hey, Boomer Sooner, baby, Boomer Sooner.
Mathis.
No big thing.
Great.
Boomer Sooner, baby.
Shut up.
Boomer.
All right.
Go ahead.
So we're gonna go free safety.
This is why I like Jay.
I love Jay. I don't like him at all. I don't like him. I love the man.
I like and love him.
But I don't fucking like how he fucking treated me and embarrassed me. It doesn't matter if you win the draft or not. Here's my thing to you, Jay. You embarrassed me at a position that I played my whole life. The cornerback, baby. And I love you with all my heart, dog. But I don't freaking like you. So let's get
I'll never
let's
forgive you for this.
let's get on to the free safety. I got Ed Reed, and dude, oh my gosh, one of the best timing freaking safeties of all time. You got Troy Polamalu, dude. What a great pick! And between the two, I'm conflicted because I don't know if I want to go Ed Reed and I don't know if I want to go Troy because these guys played this position. So here's the thing: you slaughtered me at cornerback. Now we got safeties. Let's start with you, Jay. Who would you pick? Free safety, Troy or Ed?
I would pick Ed, honestly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Ed Reed was special. Like, and no knocks obviously on Polamalu because he was a freak.
A beast.
We've got his little brother in Hufanga that is keeping it alive. But man, something special about Ed Reed. So I'd go on the Ed Reed side for this one.
The interception across the field against Peyton Manning was, dude, one of the best
super
plays
instinctual
of all time. So I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna take Ed on my side. I gave you both cornerbacks because great picks, but now we're getting to safeties. I'm gonna take Ed Reed. So 2-0. So George is not a tiebreaker. Let's see if we can get a hat trick from George. George, Ed Reed or Troy?
I'm taking Ed. Most pick sixes in the NFL history. He had a knack for the ball. His IQ is insane. Reminded me of how I could have played the game if I did everything that he did to get there.
Yeah, if you would have went.
But IQ wise,
you could have went and been a cowboy.
IQ wise was impeccable, dude. To get the sheriff, to get him, he got his ass. He got him. He fooled him. To fool the best IQ QB to ever step on a field, you gotta have some. You gotta have some dangerous IQ.
Which is Jay's QB pick.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's a great. But I will say Polamalu was probably he is the best jump snap, bro. Like you time that snap. How you tackle a QB for a loss of 3 on the goal line before he even gets the ball? Jumping impeccable. The stuff we watched that these kids didn't get to see, crazy, dude, crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So do an honorable mention, George.
And
what free safety would you pick other than Ed Reed and Troy?
I think,
and mind you, free safety.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I think you both are gonna be like agreeants, but I got Sean Taylor.
Ooh.
Good.
Jay, I can't disagree with this. I cannot disagree with this, man. What do you think, Jay?
That's a great call up. I absolutely would co-sign that. Gone too quick.
100%.
My favorite memory, obviously, is still that hit in the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl
was the last hit of Pro Bowl history. The Pro Bowl.
That's my type of player, man.
That
like
Pro
he
Bowl
wants to play.
Who saw that coming? Everyone's like, "Oh, it's just gonna be a fun game." No, dude came to play.
He said, "You know what? I'm gonna level you. I'm gonna take you out. Don't ever run my way." That's my type of safety, man.
Guys, I love you both.
Right?
We gotta keep moving down this list. So we're gonna go to strong safety. I got Ronnie Lott, and this man has
Brian Dawkins.
He took my pick.
Brian Dawkins.
So much.
I have his jersey.
Vibes.
So like, I am gonna go to Jay's side. And I love Ronnie with all my heart. I'm a huge 49er fan. Broncos first, obviously. But I'm a huge 49er fan. But I got to go on Jay's. I'm going to jump the fence to Jay's side. And Brian Dawkins might be the sickest strong safety that's ever played the game. Talk to me, Jay. Are you going to go Ronnie or are you going to go with your pick?
So, like, Brian Dawkins is the scariest guy I think I've ever seen, like just in how he looks and facial features, and like he looks like he would kill you, right?
And he
Not
did.
like, but not like your middle linebacker you have coming up. You know, like not a real one. But he was scary, dude. I would still probably pick Dawkins because he was the total package. But again, I'm not versed in the Ronnie Lott. I know that's a pick of your San Francisco era you had got going on. So maybe I'm just I'm not educated enough.
Dude,
But
I'm not gonna. I'm never gonna say you're not educated because you absolutely are. We're just from two different generations. But the Dawkins pick, Jay, I gotta go on your side, bro. I gotta go on your side. I love me some Ronnie Lott. So let's see what George has to say. Is he gonna pick Ronnie over Dawkins? George, talk to me.
It's truly a hard one because Dawkins is my guy. Dawkins is. I literally have his jersey. As soon as he got to Denver, I bought his jersey. I was just a kid, but
That was
I
later
will
in his
say- I
career,
will
but he still
say-
did good things.
oh, he did amazing things. He did great things. But I will say, I am leaning towards Ronnie slightly.
Ooh.
Slightly. Only because in his era there was no safety like him. There was nobody like Lott. He did it all. He was around the field. He was around the ball. He could cover. He had interceptions.
And that time, the only one that I can think to come close to Ronnie Lott would be Dennis Smith.
Yeah. And so Ronnie was different, and I think it's almost like a 1A, 1B, like very draw worthy. Dawkins is a savage. He's the X Factor. He had a nickname. He's the X Factor. Dude was nasty. I loved Dawkins. My dog.
George, give us your honorable mention. So you're gonna go Ronnie Lott. It's 2-1. I went with Jay's side. Thank you for appreciating Ronnie Lott. That's all I want out of this show, no matter what position is picked, to give that person credit. Atwater was not a strong safety. He was a free safety, but Dennis Smith was a strong safety at that time. But give us your honorable mention, George.
Hey, I got two in mind, and I'm just go straight homer. It's John Lynch.
yeah,
Jay said that last
I
week.
said that.
Yeah, I know you
too.
brought it up. And I did comment Cam Chancellor. That would be my other floater. That'd be my other floater because he played the style that I like. That's the style I want on my defense. He went and laid out DT across the middle of the field. I've never seen DT so scared in his life.
I take it you're not like a Jamal Adams person then?
Nah,
Dude,
see, Adams too erotic.
Adams was good. Dude, Adams is underrated.
Yeah, but he was too erratic for me. He was.
Adams. Jay,
Adams was nice. He had nice moments, but
Jay,
for me,
you brought it up for a reason.
Yeah. I think he's
No.
overrated.
yeah. I didn't
Underrated.
know. Yeah, overrated for Jamal. I can agree with that because I didn't like his style, man. He's too unpredictable. He misses too many tackles. He guesses wrong way too often.
Yeah.
That's not IQ to me. That's just playing reckless.
He's ballsy.
guys, we're gonna go on to the next one. I mean,
Go ahead.
All right.
we're already
That's
hitting
true.
that.
We gotta get going.
We are. Holy crap.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the next one is
Speed round.
Middle linebacker. I got Ray Lewis, and he got Patrick Willis, which was not on my radar. Jay, I'm gonna take Ray Lewis. Talk to me. What side are you gonna go on?
Okay. Well, you and your pen pal can hang out.
Come on.
I will leave you to it because I am not that big a Ray Lewis fan. I just I think he has been painted a certain way strategically in a PR sense, and for obvious reasons. Like he's had, a PR team, and I think it is infuriating to think that he got to have a last ride in a Super Bowl to retire to. I don't think that.
So you're
pathway
taking
is-
your
You
guy.
can thank Raheem Moore for that.
Correct. You're totally right, George. You're right. That year just it stings me so.
That
bad.
broke
Joe
my
Flacco,
heart.
dude. Joe
Broke my
Flacco,
freaking
come on,
heart.
man.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, let's speed round this. So he's going Patrick. So the tiebreaker, George, is up to you. Patrick or Ray?
I got Ray. Ray was a dog. Only person that could compete with Brady and Manning up front, make simultaneous play calls to change the defense. He would call dummy defenses to get them to audible so he could dummy back to what he originally wanted to.
He's the only person in the world that knew Omaha didn't mean a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Omaha.
Except when it did.
So quick honorable mention.
You're right.
I said it last week. Luke Kuechly.
Yeah,
Kuechly
that's a great one. That's
is
a really
bad.
good one.
Dog.
I am very happy with my linebacker course, so we're gonna go to the next one right away. I got Al T, and you know what? Jay has Derek Johnson, or is it Derek Thomas?
Derek Thomas.
It's all the troll.
Yeah.
He had a brain fart. It's okay.
I did. Again, not necessarily my generation of a player, but I've just like the folklore around him is like pretty intense. He's the Von Miller, first edition.
I'll say, I don't mean to jump in, but you did say it last week correctly. He is the reason that Von wears 58.
Yeah.
Derek Thomas is literally the reason that he wears 58 because he was that dude. So it's a great pick.
So who you going with, Jay?
I'm gonna go with your guy though, LT.
Thank you very much. That's
Absolutely.
another one on my side. George, real quick, mine or Jay's?
I got LT.
Okay, so that's 3-0. Honorable mention, real quick. George, go ahead.
Where are we going at? Oof.
Outside linebacker.
Oof. You guys killed me with this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to have another one here because we've got next line.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, these ones were killing me.
Well, so we can wait till the next one.
Let's go to the next one, and then I'll give my
Let's go to
two.
the next one. So I'm very happy with my list. I got Von Miller. I got some more orange and blue, baby. For every Bronco fan out there, I had to put Von on that list, and it's a terror squad. Von Miller, Ray Lewis, and Al T. Jay, you have Miles
Garrett,
which is honor. Dude, I like the way this shit synced up because the only two active players that we both have are the same position in the same pick. So talk to me, Patrick, or Miles or Von?
Yeah, it's Von all day.
I got
Miles
Von.
Garrett, I think when his career is over, I think we are going to look back at like, holy cow, how dominant he was. He just had to be in Cleveland, Sucksville. So it's Von though, for sure.
George, talk to me, Von or Miles?
Oh, I got Von. He's already generational. He won a Super Bowl, not on his own, but pretty much on his own. He literally
Bowl
won
MVP.
that Super Bowl for us, carried us, won Super Bowl MVP. He is the best pass rusher specimen at his size to come through the league.
So honorable mention real quick, outside linebacker, you got some time to think.
I got my two. I got my two. I was thinking hard. I got Derek Brooks, Tampa Bay.
Good. Yeah.
And I got Junior Seau. Junior Seau.
Oh,
wow.
Junior Seau was a Charger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
then Patriot.
I thought Seau was a middle linebacker.
He moved to middle later in his career, but he played outside all throughout his early days in San Diego.
Okay, I got you. We went with Von on my pick though, so that's another one for me.
Yep.
And
Dude, your
name of the
team's
show
not
is
that bad, Tim. Like you're actually, I'm sure, chalking up a lot of dubs here.
I'm feeling that way, but I'd love to go over this list with you, Jay, the Dream Weaver, if that is your real name.
Dun dun dun. Government doesn't know.
Defensive tackle, I went Mean Joe Green, and you went, oh my gosh, what a great
Aaron
pick.
Donald. Aaron Donald is, I think, one of the best defensive players ever. Like he's won Super Bowl. Like he's been all pro pretty much his whole career. Like he is a freak.
I don't want to go against Mean Joe Green, but Aaron Donald, what a freaking pick, dude. I'm gonna side with you.
Yeah.
What side
He's
are you
checked
gonna
all the
go?
boxes.
What side are you gonna go?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. Dude, what a great pick, Jay. George, Aaron Donald or Mean Joe?
We got the full sweep. It's Aaron Donald. We never seen nothing like that cat.
Nope.
And I'm gonna give you your honorable mention after the next defensive tackle. Let's get down to it. I hate you for this, Jay, because John Randall, in my heart, is one of the best defensive tackles of all time. But then you came out and you went Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp. Imagine walking in the locker room, Tim. I'm trying to mimic you the best I can, Jay.
Yeah.
But
Kicking pylons. Let's go.
Warren Sapp. I gotta go with you again. John Randall is a great pick.
Absolutely.
Warren Sapp is a better pick. I'm gonna go with you. Which way are you gonna go, Jay?
I'm going that whole different vibe. Yeah, Warren Sapp all the way, man. I gotta have that spice. He ultimate competitor. I want him on my team.
Warren Sapp, man. What a game changer he was. George, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go Warren Sapp over John Randall. But talk to me about real quick about both players.
Again, two generationally different Hall of Fame talents. And John Randall, so underrated. So underrated. He's actually a partner with one of the guys that I want to give an honorable mention to, but I'll save it. He was a dog, but I am rolling rolling the other way. Rolling the other way. Sapp, man. Sapp he literally made that Tampa Bay team. That Tampa defense literally was made by him.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 03 Tampa Bay Bucks that won a Super Bowl just the way the Broncos won Super Bowl 50, correct? You know what I mean? That defensive team was one of the greatest ever to go down in history. Great pick, Jay. I'm going with you. Honorable mention, George.
I'm gonna go with your counterpart, Alan Page.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Purple People Eater.
Alan Page does not ever get talked about, ever.
Because John Randall was there.
Yeah.
That's why. But he was very good at doing. He did get his benefits of having the one-on-one, but he dominated his one-on-ones.
Absolutely. And we're gonna get on to this next one, which I believe I got Jay on this part.
You do.
Defensive ends. We're gonna go 2 and 2 off the bat. I got Reggie White. I'm sorry, yeah. Reggie White and Bruce Smith.
Reggie Smith, he combined his players.
You got Terrell Suggs and DeMarcus Ware, which is two great picks. But Jay, I'm gonna go with my defense that ends over yours.
Yeah.
Both of them. Talk to me. Are you gonna take your DNs, or are you gonna go with my DNs, or 1-1? However you want to do it.
No, I think these are generation differences because I think Reggie White absolutely beats Terrell Suggs. But I mean, Terrell Suggs was legit.
Legit.
Reggie White is a Hall of Fame legend. Reggie White, so he's gonna win out all the time. And Bruce Smith has all the records. You know, he's still the all-time leading sack getter. He got her done in the NFL.
He got her done.
I've never heard that expression before, sack getter, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a sack getter. He got it.
Jay's from the
but-
South tonight.
You betcha. DeMarcus Ware, obviously we all know him. He's great. But yeah, I'd let you have that.
All right, George, it's up to you. Are you going to go 1-1 or are you going to go 2-0? How are you going to go these defensive ends?
I got your ends. You got the two legends. They're all timers. There's not many that can touch them.
Yep.
It's pretty. He's got great picks. He's got great guys on that DN side. But you're talking legends
History
of the game.
books.
That the history just they got it. You got it. You got the DNs.
Thank you very much for that honorable mention, George.
Dak's got a couple. Good
I'm
ones here.
gonna give you two.
Ooh, Michael Strahan.
I like Strahan. His next comment is my other one of my guys. I'm gonna go with JJ Watt
Ooh.
and Deacon Jones.
Deacon Jones.
I thought JJ Watt was a defensive tackle.
No, he was a DN.
He
His
was.
whole career, yeah. He's a
Yep.
pass rusher.
Yep.
He was a DN. You're
JJ
absolutely
Watt's a
right.
great pick.
So who's your guy, George? Honorable mention. Who's your absolute guy?
I said Deacon Jones.
yeah,
There you go. What a great pick. What a great pick.
for sure.
So we're at the end of our list, and we'll do a countdown real quick after we put our coaches out there. But Jay, do you want to finish us off? Why don't you take us to the head coaches, bro?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you have the.
You skipped special teams.
That's true.
Oh, I
Do you wanna
did.
do special
Oh,
teams
I
real
did.
quick?
I did. Let's rewind. Jay, go to special teams.
I was gonna say I'm gonna give you special teams anyways, but Devin Hester is the greatest special teams player of all time. I can confidently say that. Dante Hall was fantastic again for like a very small amount of time. I mean, and he's a Chief, so he can kick rocks. So
That was your whole demeanor. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna take Devin Hester over Dante Hall. I knew where you were gonna pick. I knew where you were gonna go last week, if you remember, right, Jay?
it was on brand.
Yeah. George, it's 2-0, but your vote matters. Devin Hester or Dante?
This one's it's kind of up front, but yes, Devin Hester. Like obviously he's the solo GOAT. But I will say Dante Hall was my favorite return specialist that I ever watched.
He was
The
a beast.
things he did. He was so good. I watched his little brother throughout his career, D'Angelo Hall, the corner from the Atlanta Falcons. He didn't touch his brother, of course. He didn't touch his brother in that way, but
At all.
Dante was immaculate, dude. The ball in his hand was scary. Everybody knows the famous Bronco play where he had us laying each other out. It's ridiculous. But Hester was generational, dude. You couldn't touch him. He's a touchdown monster. And you guys talked about it. I'll talk about it real quick. Sideshow. Hester opening Super Bowl 2010 against the Colts.
Yeah.
I watched it at the ESPN Zone with my grandma and my grandpa.
On 16th Street Mall.
Yep, on 16th
Love
Street
that
when
place.
ESPN Zone was still there.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
love
that
that
game
place.
there.
I wish
live.
that place was still.
Oh yeah, that was the best spot, dude. That thing would be live. But I watched it there, and I remember it as a childhood memory. It's one of my childhood memories. I watched that opening kickoff, and I still bet my grandma $10 that the Colts were going to win, and so I won $10 that day.
I got you. So honorable mention, George. If you had to pick somebody else, and you can't pick Dion because he's already off the board. So go ahead.
Darren Sproles.
Sproles. Okay. So can I bring one up to you, Jay?
Yeah.
Darian Gordon for the Denver Broncos was great. Darian Gordon as a kick returner for the Denver Broncos in the late 90s was off the chain as well. So he doesn't get talked about enough. How do you feel about that? I mean, do you remember Darian Gordon?
Not particularly. I thought you were gonna go like a Tristan Holiday.
Oh yeah, Tristan.
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't think of tons. There's not like monumental returners per se. Like
Yeah.
Devin Hester it starts and ends with him.
Medicine
George, do you remember Darren Gordon?
Slightly. Not all the way, but I do know he killed it for us.
You guys make me feel so old. Like,
Yeah.
I'd say, I thought you were going to say Eddie Royal, something crazy.
No, definitely not Eddie
Percy.
Royal.
I love
Eddie
me some
Royal
Percy Harvey.
from the Chargers.
Hey, Percy. Percy's a good. That's a great
Ooh,
name drop.
Marvin,
It's a
name
super
drop.
good one.
Hell yeah. Jay, take
Drop
us
down.
into our coach, bro.
All right, coaches. Dan, dude, it sucks because I'm gonna absolutely give you Bill Walsh because, like, Shanahan is a child of the branches, So, like, I love Shanahan. He's all of our guys, but Bill Walsh is the head creator of Shanahan, so it's got to be Bill Walsh, and that's right on theme for you in your San Francisco genre.
Lineup I have over here with the
Bill Walsh is actually the guy that deserves the most credit in that situation. Like
in head coaching history.
yeah.
I'm gonna go on your side, and I'm gonna pick Bill Walsh as well. Shout out to Mike Shanahan. He came out from that tree. So he learned from Bill Walsh. Georgie, talk to me. Bill Walsh or Mike Shanahan?
So let me tell you, I can agree mostly with what you guys are saying. I think Bill Walsh has the edge because he did create so much revolution into the game. But even though Shanahan is a branch, Shanahan also revolutionized the game with his way of coaching. Because his way of coaching, running TD and running the way we ran football, zone run scheme, downhill, get the ball downhill first. Everybody's running that now. Sean McVay.
It was a one block away. You better hit
Yeah,
that because that
but
was,
you look at the top coaches now. I mean, obviously Kyle Shanahan, but you look at Sean McVay, Mike McDaniels. All these guys are from the Shanahan tree, not the Bill Walsh tree.
But Mike McDaniels can like literally get the hell out of here. Like I won't put him in that conversation. I will
maybe not as a head coach, but as a coordinator, as a play caller, his style, the style he wants to run. Big difference. So as the head coach, no, but as a play caller, his style of play call is straight from the Shanahan tree. He wants to run it, which is why they brought him to the Chargers. The Chargers signed him as the OC because they want the Shanahan branch to come and run the ball for them because Herbert is a casualty when he's out there.
And you know what? Dak's coming in, McVay all day.
I gotta run the store, so I'm gonna be driving.
So I definitely
look out the window and say hi to Libre. What's happening?
Libre, what's happening? So Libre, damn it, I missed your ass. You know what? I tuned into your whole show last night. Thank you for coming in at the end for the Mile High Outcast. So let's run down this tally. Joe Montana versus Peyton. Jay got Peyton. Can you keep the scorecard, Jay?
Oh, who, me? All right.
If that's possible, please.
Oh, sure. Let me get a. All right, go for it.
All right, so Joe Montana versus Peyton. Jay got that pick, so 1-0. Yep. Running back. Barry versus LaDainian, I got that pick. So 1-1. Jerry Rice over Kelvin, that's 2-1 for me. Randy Moss over Sharp, so we went 2-2. Bruce to T.O., I believe you won that one, which just makes it 3-2.
3-2.
Tight ends, Gronk over Shannon. Gronk won, so that makes it 3-3.
3-3.
97 Broncos over 2000 KC offensive line. That makes me 4-3.
4-3.
Cornerbacks, he got me, so that's gonna make it 5-4
Yeah.
on Jay's side. Safeties, Ed Reed over Troy, which makes it 5-5. And then we had Ronnie Lott versus Brian. Brian went up, so that's 6-5 for Jay. Then we went middle linebacker. You had Patrick Willis. I had Ray Lewis, so I won that one. So that makes it 6-6. And then we went LT over Derek Thomas, which makes me 7-6, 6-7.
That's what it makes. I set you up for that this whole episode, over 2 hours to set up.
7.
Let's go.
And then we had Von Miller over Myles Garrett, which picked Von, so that makes me 8-6. Then we had Mean Joe Green against Aaron Donald, so that gives you 7.
8.
So 8-7 in my corner.
Yeah.
Then we had John Randall versus Warren, and that ties it up. 8-8.
Oh, buddy.
And then we had defensive. This is where I'm running away.
Yeah.
Defensive ends. Reggie White and Bruce Smith. So that makes it 10-8.
10-8. Yep.
That makes it 10-8. And special teams, I conquered Devin Hester over Dante Hall. So that makes it 11-8. And then we went a coach, Bill Walsh over Mike Shanahan. So the name of the show is Jay Wins This Draft. But guess what? The voters out there, 12-8 in my corner, finishing off with Bill Walsh. I'm not going to lie, Jay. This show has been a freaking pleasure.
That's just a 1-to-1 ratio, though. We're not accounting for the game being played.
Hey, but what we did was fair, and we brought in a mediator, which is Mile High Montoya, and he got his votes, and he got his, honorable mentions in. George, thank you so much. What I will say is when the vote is over, I got the tally at the end. I ran away with it with the defensive ends and the head coach and the special teams. Jay, it's been an absolute pleasure. I know we've been running very, very long. Thank you for every commenter out there. As always, we're going to do an outro. George, as my brother, you always go first. Give me an outro, George.
Hey, much love to you guys. You guys had a great draft, Hall of Fame draft round. Super sick show. Killed it on both ends. And it's always a pleasure to see Jay out here. The Dream Weaver himself. Such a bro. He's always here showing love to the Broncos bros. Make sure you catch Nothing Rhymes on Tuesday. And, of course, he's been a super guest lately, so
been on the tour.
Keep tuning in. And, Brother Tim, you had a great draft. Some all-time legendary defensive players. You guys both fumbled Julio. It's unacceptable. Other than that, all love, my brothers. All love.
Okay, I appreciate you so much, George. You are my brother, and I love you with all my heart.
Hey.
I can't wait to see you on 4th of July with all of our children hooking up together. So, can't wait for that day. We're gonna make
10-2,
happen.
George. 10-2.
So here's the thing, Jay. Back-to-back weeks with you. Let me tell you this from the bottom of my heart, and I hope I don't shed a tear. But I am being dead honest with you. You are a great person. You're a great human being. Your sports IQ is off the charts. I love that you took over 2 hours of your day, even though You have children. I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. So, Jay, give us an outro. What do you think about the show? What do you think about George coming on? What do you think
Yeah.
about whatever you want to talk about? Talk about it.
Well, we throw around the word analysts, kind of loosely, I think, around our parts of like, analyzing the topics of the NFL and news and such. So I kind of feel like these two episodes are kind of the contrast of differences here. We had the great episode, obviously, that was the draft, to have the event to analyze. And this episode, we've all come together to like, let's have a review of, what we did in the mindset that we were that night, a week later, to kind of see if we feel the same or if, things were wildly different. I really appreciated this exercise, dude. Kudos to you for coming up with doing this and like, getting the organization of this together and whatnot. Like, it's a great idea. And I feel like we need to do this every single off season. I really do, because I think next year at this same time, our answers might be slightly different. I really believe that, because there's a lot of arguments for a lot of people. So, but Tim, always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for having me on. I can't say, enough positive things about, yourself and, everybody on this network, man. We're a great little community, and, obviously that's why, people need to like, share, and subscribe, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Get out there.
So
Get all the buttons. Okay? All the buttons.
let me take us out, gentlemen. To my brother George, thank you so much for coming and being a mediator between me and Jay, because me and Jay might have went blows over the World Wide Web.
We may have. I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, we are at the very end of this podcast here, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
just got one more upper punch to go, and then I'm good, man.
I know what he's gonna say. Yep, I knew it. I know it's coming.
Like, all right, just gotta air it out. We gotta let it have its time. At the end of the day, destiny is destiny, and like, we can't get in the way of those, astrological events. Like, there's just a lot of big things coming here. So yeah, Jonah Coleman all the way.
We're gonna have to do a little friendly wager, because I think Harvey's gonna have a better season than Coleman.
So we'll see where that comes through. To both you guys, to both you guys, I'm gonna take us out. So here's where I'm gonna go. George, the mediator, my brother, love you with all my heart. Can't wait to see the kids for the 4th of July. I know you can't wait to see my girls. This is what we do, man. We're brothers through and through in life, man. Me and you have each other's back so much that there's no other person in the world besides my daughters that means as much to me as you do, besides my Uncle Todd. So I got nothing but love for you, George. Jay, you went back to back with me, man, and I love you so much, and I appreciate this shit. And we went down the draft pick. We reviewed it, and you're absolutely right. The off season, thank you so much for acknowledging the idea that I had. I'm not gonna lie.
Staple. We need it every year.
Every damn year. You're absolutely right. I did bring it up to my brother George before I brought it up to you. He laughed at me because you killed me at the cornerbacks, but we took a vote. And I got more than you did. And you know what? The Jay won the draft. I should have renamed it as Jay didn't win the draft.
See, but Tim, this is a hard lesson, because it's not about truth and fact. It's about the headlines, baby. And I got the headlines. Jay won the draft. So we win. Let's go.
Absolutely. Jay the Dream Weaver was on the show back to back. Everybody out there, my brother George with the Broncos bros, go check him out.
Broncos, bro.
Him and Dak coming in live hot Monday at 7 on Orange and Blue Network. We got Dak right there coming in. Got nothing but love for Dak. Jay with Nothing Rhymes with his cousin Johnny, the CEO, the boss of the network, always coming through correct. And I want you guys to know that these two people on my show tonight gave up literally 2.5 hours of their lives just to be here with me. And I love you guys. And I'm going to take us out. I am Tin Dog with the Mile High Outcast. We got George with the Broncos Bros. We got Jay the Dream Weaver with Nothing Rhymes. And please always tune in to Orange and Blue Network. We're out of here, baby.
Even Broncos, bro.
Turn it up, let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown.